Howdy folks, we're back again. This time I think I mentioned a video or three ago that some of these boxes have all the same characters books in them, and today I thought we'd explore one of those. And this one is a fan favorite for sure. This is Spawn by the great Todd McFarlane, writer, artist extraordinaire, and a Canadian comic book hero. So this is a Spawn Image Fan Edition. This is number 3. So I don't have 1 or 2, but I do have number 3. So if you're interested in something like that, it looks like an interesting collectible. And now, yes, I do have a copy of Spawn number 1. So if you're on the hunt for Spawn number 1, then please do get in touch with me at either my eBay message or put a comment, and we'll see what we can do. Now we have number 2. Actually, I have 1 to 13 complete. So if anyone is looking for any one of those issues, chances are good, as long as there isn't a huge run on them, that I should be able to help you out if you really want them. There's number 4, and that's number 5. There's number 6, 7, 8. This issue, I believe, was written by Alan Moore, the great writer who's done so many things: Swamp Thing, V for Vendetta, Watchmen, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. It goes on, but I believe that was written by him. Number 9, this was written by Neil Gaiman, of course, who's done Sandman, Death, and any number of other interesting titles. Oh, and this is the first appearance of Angela, I believe, that character right there. Number 10, this was written by Dave Sim, who was the creator of Cerebus, which prior to Spawn was the longest running creator-owned title that lasted 300 issues exactly by the same writer-artist, which is a really amazing achievement. But he branched out and did an issue of Spawn. Number 11, this was written by Frank Miller, who has done Daredevil, has done Dark Knight Returns. Most people would know Dark Knight Returns, probably most about Frank Miller. And here's number 12, which is back to, I think, Todd McFarlane doing the writing. Number 13. And that was it for the consecutives. This is number 16, which is, I believe, written by Grant Morrison, another guy who'd done some interesting stuff, JLA among others, and Animal Man. So yeah, this is 17, so 18. These are all in the teens. Here are a few in the 20s, 25. This one's 26. And I mean, it just keeps going on. Here, some in the 30s. It's 35. This is issue 36. And we just keep going, of course, through. Here's number 50. And they get a little bit more sparse in the higher numbers. I think there was a lower print run. That's 60 as they started to go along. That's number 62. It looks like Angela appears again. This is number 65. And, I have some in the 70s here, which, again, I think these higher numbers are a little bit more rare. This is Spawn 91. And this is 186. So you can see how it's jumping around now, 187, no matter how much I tried, 180. And then it jumps right in here. This is Spawn, I believe this is 300, but it's just, with these covers, it's hard to tell because it doesn't have numbers on them exactly. That's Spawn 312, which is a tribute to a Spider-Man cover that looked kind of like this. So this goes into Spawn 316. And let's see, the last issue in here is 324. And I do have some other Spawn comics, and I think I have another run of 1 through 10 also. So if you want to get it and you missed out, I might have a second set so we can figure something out. Now these are other Spawn-related titles that are not the main title. This is the Spawn Bible, for example. This is Spawn Blood Feud, which I believe was written by Alan Moore, who I mentioned before. 3, let's see, 4. So it looks like I have all 4 issues of Blood Feud. This is the Book of Souls. This is Curse of the Spawn. This is issue 13. And Brian Michael Bendis had written one of these. I forget which one. That's Curse 14. This is Curse number 15, so you can get an idea here. Spawn the Dark Ages, number 4. Spawn Gunslinger. That's issue number 1, apparently. I don't know if that's an annual or if that's real number 1, but this is Spawn the Impaler, number 3. This is King Spawn number 2. This is Medieval Spawn with Witchblade. And these last two are Spawn the movie. And this is Spawn Wildcats, which is written by Alan Moore, as you can see. So Alan Moore's always worth reading 2 and 4. Unfortunately, I don't have the full series of Spawn Wildcats, but still, it's really interesting stuff if you like Spawn and you like Alan Moore. So that's it for Spawn. The first foray into a box that's nothing but the same character. So hopefully, if nothing else, you find that a little interesting and entertaining. And if you see something you like, please hit me up. You know the ways, either message on eBay or send me a comment. Thank you very much for paying attention, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.